Hey, how you guys doing? So today we're going to do another gold making guide, but this one's going to be a bit more of I guess, a warning uh, as far as what's what's good right now versus what was good at the start of the expansion. So if you've been playing, and I mean if you're here, you probably have been playing. Um, you'll know that you need to make legendaries. Well, you don't need to, but most people will want to because it's a high level piece of gear. So, in the last video that I made, I was making missives using inscription and herbalism, um, and that was making a good chunk of money. But I wanted to take the money that I made and reinvest it into a higher profit profession, and so I chose leatherworking for a couple of reasons because a lot of my characters wear either mail um, or leather, and so I can make legendaries for them if I wanted to. And so with the leatherworking profession, you can make bone shatter gear and you can make umbrahide gear. So umbrahide is the leather legendary, and bone shatter is the mail legendary. Um, so it was probably about, I want to say, a little over a week ago, maybe like a week and a half ago, when uh, I decided to start working on getting leather working up to the point where I could produce one of these pieces. And I was gonna make the most expensive one and try and make a big profit. Now, when I started doing this, you'll see right there, the auction price for umbrahide leggings right now was 16,991 50 silver. When I started doing it about 7 days ago, it was at 75,000 gold. And I mean, if you look at the materials, even if I had took the money and bought it off the auction house, I still would have made a profit, but it wouldn't have been as big because you need 5 of these, right? So that's already like over 15k. For these, a little under 2,000, you need 5 of those. So that's 10k. So that's already 25k. These ones aren't expensive. These ones are a little. I mean, like, people buy them from the vendor and then put them on the auction house. You can, like, the vendor literally sells them for 30 gold. That's not. These three are not really a problem. It's these ones. Because at one point these were going for like 5,000, and so I wanted to maximize my profit margin. So, in order to get enchanted heavy callus hide, what I did was, well, first I went and I used, pretty sure it was Wowhead, or the same guide makers that I used to level up inscription, to level up leatherworking, and it pretty much cost me a total of 10,000 gold, I think. Might have been a little bit less than that. But I mean, that guide pretty much tells you what you need and how much of each piece you need and what pieces to make. And so it took me like 30 minutes to an hour to get all the stuff. Pretty much I bought it off the auction house. So you just buy a bunch of leather, you buy a bunch of, go to the leatherworking vendor, and you buy the items, and then you level up leatherworking. Now, that probably it probably would have been smarter to just buy these items off the auction house and then make them and then sell them. But here's the thing: in the last 7 days, the price, like I said, the price has dropped from 75k to 16,991, and that's the lowest price on the server right now, and it continuously drops. So I would have been like majorly out of money. Um, but let me show you what I actually did. So change characters real quick. So my next character that I was planning on leveling up, I took him and I made him an enchanter, and I leveled enchanting all the way to 125. So I pretty much, all the money that I made from from Inscription, which was at the time when I started, I had a little bit over 50K. I pretty much spent all that on making this guy an enchanter. And so I spent a lot of gold. So in the end, because of the price changes, I don't know that was really worth it. It probably would have been worth it if I would have leveled this guy up by just going into chat and offering enchanting skills for a tip plus people's mats. Then it wouldn't have cost me really anything to level up enchanting. But here, let me show you. I could probably do it here actually. So this was the reason why I leveled up enchanting, mainly because these were so expensive at the time, and I didn't want to spend all my money on these pieces. And I figure, well, if I can skin the leather, get the cow's hide basically for free, because I'm just, well, not for free, it's going to cost my time, but skin the leather, enchant it, send it back to my leather worker, then, you know, I can make a good chunk of money. And in the end, I think I actually broke even. If not, I might have lost just a little bit of money, because along the way, you know, you're making these enchants, and you print them pretty much to these pieces of vellum. They come out like this, and then you sell them on the auction house. So I sold one of them. I sold it was like a weapon enchant, I think. Yeah, lightless force. I sold that one for like 14K on the auction house, and that one was pretty expensive because I had to buy the eternal crystals, and the eternal crystals are not cheap. Much. Here, right now they're 2,000. When I bought them, they were 4,000. So, yeah, the market really fluctuated, and I think the reason for that was because how long has it been since Shadowlands dropped? It's been a little bit over like a month and a half, I think. Today is January 10th. So the thing is that most people have legendaries for their mains, and most people have their base legendaries, and now what's available is the rank 2, rank 3 of the legendary pieces. And the thing that's really bad about that, so I thought I was going to make money right away, and that was going to help me, you know, learn how to do rank 2 and rank 3. Well, it costs so much to make, you know, a rank 1. It's gonna be hard to get to rank 2 or rank 3, because here's how it works. Every time you make one of these pieces, right, you get 5 experience points. In order to be able to learn rank 2, you have to have 75 experience points. So that's what, 12, 13, 15. You have to make this 15 times. Now, if you have, like, you know, unlimited gold to spend just on leveling this stuff up, then no problem. But if you're just barely getting into making gold at this point, it's gonna be a little bit of an issue. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying don't get into leatherworking, but maybe don't get into leatherworking right now. But so not that I can't make money, it's just this is probably not going to be worth it with all the work that has to go into it. And so what I'm thinking of doing is, since I spent all that money on enchanting, some of the stuff that you can make with enchanting, some of the stuff you can make with enchanting is still pretty expensive. Why am I going over there? So don't fall into the trap of thinking, because I sold one of these for 14K, right? That's not always going to be the case. And on my server, it doesn't make any sense right now to sell enchants like that. Might be worth it to just do tips, but see if we go eternal. And let's see, eternal insight. Here's all the eternal. They're selling for only a couple of hundred, right? Some of them are selling for 1,000. But here's the thing. that crystal costs 2,300 to buy off the auction house right now. So the only way these people are profiting is if they've already gotten an eternal crystal and it didn't cost them any money. The way you get that is you disenchant, I believe, a purple. I don't know if it's guaranteed that you'll get one, but if you disenchant a purple, then I think it's either it's guaranteed or it's just more likely that you're gonna get an eternal crystal. So yeah, don't waste your time on that if you're gonna do enchanting. What you should focus on though is, I mean, these are still selling for a pretty good price. The price has dipped a little bit. So what I would suggest is, if you want to maximize your profit, then let's see. Well, you can see how much it is right here. We don't gotta search you. For this, you need 2 callus hides, 2 heavy callus hides, and 1 soul dust. Soul dust can be bought here for 32 per. These can be bought for a little bit under 2,000, 1950. You can see that if you buy these materials on the auction house, it's not going to be worth it. So this works if you have skinning and you have enchanting, or I mean, you can have it across multiple characters like I'm doing, kind of mixing and matching for what works for me. What I did earlier was I had a bunch of lightless silk, and these are kind of selling for a little bit under 500 right now. Actually, I think I got undercut because I haven't sold it. Yeah, I got undercut. And this is the same thing. You can buy 100 these for 175 each on the auction house. But if you look at that price, so 175 times 2, that's 350. Right? 350. So you would make a profit of 140 gold before the auction house takes their cut. So that's not that big of a profit. So that it would really only be worth it if you already have that in your bag. I don't know how else you get lightless silk other than looting it. I don't know if you can make it. Maybe a tailor can make it or something. But it's not really worth it. So if you're gonna do enchanting, I mean, you can sell your services. That would be a smart move, but not. Depends on your server. Not everybody's always looking for an enchanter. Let me relist these. I'm relisting them. Hopefully I sell some of them. Yeah, so I mean, right now what's worth for selling on an enchanting is the heavy callus hide, but it's only worth it if you have skinning. Because also, let me tell you something real quick. So I leveled this all the way up to 150. If you get skinning and you don't learn Shadowlands skinning, then you're never gonna get callus hide or heavy callus hide. It's just never gonna happen. I made the mistake of learning skinning from the trainer, and then I went ahead and I was skinning things, and my skinning wasn't leveling up, and I didn't know that it even have a level. I didn't know that it even had a level bar. So I wasn't getting callus skins, and I was skinning things for like 3 to 4 hours, and so that was a big mistake. But once I went back and I corrected it, I got to skinning like 150 in a couple hours or so. I had stuff to do, so it didn't take that long. And I mean, honestly, you collect a lot of like regular desolate leather, and I think that can be made into heavy desolate leather like this. I think it's like every 10 pieces or something, and each of these sells for 15. So I mean, that doesn't sell for that much, but you're making it anyway, trying to get the heavy desolate leather. So you can sell it or use it to make other things. Because if you're gonna go ahead and make the legendaries, you're gonna need it anyway. Show you on the map where I found is the best spot to farm heavy callus hide, and maybe there's better. I don't know. I just found that in the spot that I'm about to go to, I had a high drop rate of it. Those don't take me there. All right, we'll cut to when I get there. Okay, so this is the area that I found. If you Google like where's the best place to to farm callus hide or heavy callus hide. This place isn't on those lists. I kind of just found this place on accident. And I'll show you the map of where it's at right now. Forgive me if I play a little dumb. I haven't played this guy in like a week, so I'm kind of forgotten how to do it. So you'll come out here, you'll kill these gorms. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna look stupid, I'm gonna die. So you'll kill these gorms. I feel like this is taking forever. Do they nerf something? Maybe it's because of the world quest out here today. I feel beefier. It didn't take me this long to kill these guys last time.
Too far away.
Oh my god. You know what I just realized? Yeah. I think I have to complete the world quest. Okay. Be right back. Okay. This should be in normal. Yeah, like he's dying a lot faster. I thought it was weird. Okay. So usually what I do is, I mean, depending on your class, you have, you know, like a class that can be a tank. Maybe it's better to just get in tank form, come out here and farm a bunch of these guys. But they give off quite a bit of leather. Also, if you have the enchanting, you need to make one of these things for yourself. Or even buy it. Something called Shadowlands Gathering. Because if you have this, it says permanently enchants gloves to increase speed of gathering in the Shadowlands. And that works for, I believe, mining and herbalism, whatever other type of gathering professions there are, which... Ah, wow, shit. That was heavy desolate leather. Well, you know what? It's not working today, but in the past I've farmed probably like 10 callus hides within 10 minutes or so. And that's a pretty fast rate. There is one other place that I know that I got quite a bit of them. And I'll show you that. Actually, I haven't even shown you where this is. This is in the Dusty Barrows, and this is directly... This is like northwest of Turnival in Ardenweld. It's right here. This is where the world quest happens. So I guess if you get here and there's a world quest going on, just complete the world quest before you do this. To do some leather farming. It's probably going to take a lot longer, so I'm not going to show it in the video, but this place was pretty good to me. Another place you can go, and I'm not going to go there, but I'll show you, is back. This looks like a place, actually. First one is found. We'll see.
This area is in disarray. Luckily, we have many stewards at our disposal to address any problem we may have. Please see that order is restored.
Shit. Oh. I went the wrong way. Yeah, so this is it. these guys drop a hell of a lot of what is it called? Callous leather. Callous.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to
Callous
target
hide.
something first.
Now, what? And the reason I know this because there was a bunch of people out here farming the other day, and I don't know if they were just experienced farming, but they had piles and piles of these guys out here, and they weren't skinning them. So I took the liberty of skinning them, and I honestly got like, see right there, like I just got 2 callous hides from this guy. So this spot or the other spot is pretty good for farming this item. I mean, not everybody even has skinning or leather working, so anywhere really you can find you know, leftover bodies like this, just follow people around. If you can go somewhere where there's a world quest and you can skin the world quest bodies, then do that, and basically just follow people around. And if they're not skinning, don't take their skins if they're gonna go skin it themselves. But I mean, you can see how easy it is to just collect it, especially if you have the Shadowlands gathering thing. And these guys aren't respawning. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, that's basically the gist of it. If you know, I got lucky that I kind of that I ended up kind of breaking even. It does suck because like right now on this guy I got 16k. Still have some leather here. I have a lot of stuff that I can sell. It's just I want to figure out what my next move is, and I don't want to do the same thing and invest another character so heavily into a profession and end up either just breaking even or losing all my money, because that sucks. I could have been up to like 100k right now, but I can't. Let's see, how much do I have on Zuko? I have 52k. I'm doing okay right now. These aren't accurate for everybody else. But yeah, yeah. I mean, if you can collect all of the materials on your own, it's still worth it to make these legendaries. But I mean, rank ones, they don't sell for that much, and for that amount of money, you might as well go do something else. Honestly, see, I still have inscription, and let's see what the missives are selling for. Yeah, I see. Look at missives are selling. Mastery is selling for 3k. Ace is selling for 2k. Critical strike is for 1400. So I mean, mastery is doing pretty good right now. So if I was gonna do anything, that's what I would invest some money into.
I ain't got it. You don't want it.
But I need to figure out what I'm gonna do before I just make another hasty decision. What else do I have? Do I have anything selling? I don't have anything selling. That's surprising. Oh. Alright, well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I know I kind of rambled a bit, so I apologize for that. But I hope you liked the video. This is more of less of a guide and more of a cautionary tale, I guess, because I knew the market was going to fluctuate. I didn't expect it to fluctuate that fast. Over the course of 7 days, it dropped from 75k all the way down to 17k, and I literally just sold it yesterday, and I've been listing it for like 6 days. So yeah, just you know, pay attention to the trends. Don't spend all your money like I did trying to capitalize on the new shiny legendaries. And yeah, just have a good time. You guys have fun.